Music Club. Hey. What up, Music Club? Grand Rise. Shabbat Shalom. I did a spot already for Sabbath this week. Well, not too long ago. But in contemplation and meditation, we have been moved to come back and do some more. So, what we're talking about is for well, you know who it's for. The believers. The believers in the oneness of Yah, the Yah inside you, the guidance of Yahshua, salvation thereof, promise there is. Those. That's the only one that's going to benefit and make sense to anyway. But anybody else is welcome to hang out, check it out, whatever you want. I don't care. But forgiveness, right? When you're going on your road, say, okay, this comes from stuff in the air. You know, people have ideas about what other people should forgive from other people and what that should look like, and what people need to do for their soul and everything. So we're gonna look at it like this: the first person that you deal with the instructions of Yahweh is you, right? And when you do that, that will teach you how to deal with other people, for the most part, because you got different personalities, right? But basically, it'll teach you how to better deal with other people. Right now, we're talking about forgiveness and the believer. See, when a believer become aware and start to elevate, raise their vibration, leave a lot of stuff behind, leave a lot of people behind, and that angers a lot of enemies, a lot of the demons, because they don't want you to change. They don't want you to change because then they lose their misery part, or they use their fuel because they use your energy for fuel. By keeping you off balanced, upset, miserable, always catching up. Trying to keep your mind off balance so you don't slow down and focus. When you focus, then you start to feel better when you slow down. That makes you become mindful of what you read in scripture. And if you're thinking about forgiveness, then that's a great time to be inside yourself and be like, you know what, Father? I'm going to ask you to forgive me for my ills and my ways. Help me to elevate myself. And then you allow that forgiveness to take hold, right? And be like, you know what? Because I gave him, talk to yourself, right? Talk to your Father. Inside, talking to Yahweh. Like, you know what, Father? I gave myself to you, and I decided to make a conscious decision to walk this road. And I might have a long way to go. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I do. And that's okay. Because this is not about distance. This is about substance. So, walk with me, Father. And forgive me my ills and ways before I came to you. So, like myself personally, just use this for an example because, well, it's one of the more profound things that in my walk. Growing up, I was raised by demons. I didn't know they were, but they ate. Well, let's say I call them demons because they functioned outside of scripture when it was convenient. Okay? And if you're going to function outside of scripture when it's convenient for you, then you may as well function outside of scripture all the way around because Yahweh ain't having that. Okay? Ain't no half stepping. Ain't no half stepping. Yeah. Give it all you got. Yeah. Keep rising to the top. Yeah, I forgot who did that. But anyway, was it Heavy D? Oh, whatever. At any rate, I just want to say, for yourself, as you elevating, as you contemplating, as you're going through. Go with the clean slate that Yahweh give you in yourself, right? And it's as simple as that. So like we're talking about being raised by demons. That means I ate what was fed to me, including things that are deemed not food in Leviticus or Warika. When I came to my own realization and decided to follow Yahweh for myself, or let's say more accurately, follow Yahshua to get to Yahweh myself, then I made my own choices and decisions to say, and I brought it to him, Yahweh, listen, I ain't know. Your words say that when you don't know, you're ignorant of a thing, you're all right with you. Once you know a thing, you do better. So that's what I told him. Your words say this. I'm committed to rolling with you. That means I'm committed to fixing myself, and I'm asking you inside me to give me strength. Because that's what your words said, and that's what I'm doing. I'm walking that walk, right? But I'm gonna need you to forgive me, Father, because I wasn't always a moral person. I wasn't always a decent person. I didn't always see things this way, so I acted in, he know that though, but he wants you to confess it to him inside you. Inside you. He wants you to confess it to him inside you. Inside you. Right? Scriptures say, come and talk to him in his closet, in your closet. Worship and exalt him in private, and he will worship and exalt you in public. That's what scriptures say. But you don't know that if you don't read it. So you got to read it. And no, I'm not going to tell you where it's at. Get in there and have fun. At any rate, the whole point is, whatever you do in life, don't ever stop moving. Don't ever stop growing. Don't ever stop becoming better. And along the way, forgive yourself for things that are past that you may not be happy with or proud of. It's okay. You can do that. You're the first person to teach yourself forgiveness. After that, you decide as the Spirit guides you when it comes to others. But if you run across righteousness, what Yahweh forgives you for, they don't hold against you. So if you forgive yourself before Yah inside you, you're good. And those that love you, who are righteous, with righteous hearts and minds, they'll accept that from you. Those that don't, them the ones you don't need to be around. Because they are not conducive to your higher good. And it's all about your higher good. All right? All right, Music Club. We love you at the FD3 Music Club. That's why we talk to you for a little while. As always, Yahweh your Elohim loves you most. I don't know if or when we'll be back on here. I would say when, or I would say actually if. When. I don't know if we'll be back today. We'll be back whenever y'all say go back, come back. Oh, and another piece of advice in your road to elevation. Physically, stand still until you're able to move. And when you're able to move, move. Move, move. Don't stay, move. Okay? Let the past die in the past. The words say, scriptures say, let the dead bury the dead. Right? I love you, Kimmy Pooh. But I do want to know why y'all are still on my device. Shabbat Shalom once again, everybody. Peace and blessings. We love you at the FD3 Music Club. As always, Yahweh Elohim loves you most. I love you, Kim, and we out of here. FD3 Music Club.